probably Gloucestershire so I can keep my eyes on Cornwall and Glamorgan. I want 3,000 men here. And I want my search and destroy stack to be made almost entirely of cavalry with my general. That would be nice. It's getting a little tricky to sort this out, but sieging Meath, good idea. Yeah, I do want Meath, but the Irish will do that for me. Probably. Potentially. Okay, so if we consider this little bundle of joy here to be our attack stack, whenever the English make an army, or get close to making an army. 5th of February, huh? Sounds good to me. Now, you might be saying, Jake, don't be a fool. Why are you fighting with just cavalry? They won't get the arms bonus. Well, the thing is, that really only affects how much damage you take. It doesn't really affect how quickly you're going to slaughter them in the shock phase. And I will be slaughtering in the shock phase. Remember, can't say slaughter without laughter. Can't wait to have the Highlands back. Never thought I'd miss that pile of junk. Whew. Yeah, I can start another siege stack. Marches would be a lovely place to go for that. Couldn't hurt to help the situation a wee bit. 31st of May. What about you? Can't even get you, so we'll stop the May one so I can go and investigate the Lincoln. Oh, he's gunning for it. Well, too bad. You can't have it, England. You can't have anything, England. Do I still want to keep focus on military? I think perhaps not. We'll just lift focus completely. What is quite nice is that as long as it's not winter, I'm not going to take attrition from marching through his lands. Now this is a trick that I've used before. It's not the most exciting of tricks, but if you just stop for one turn of a day in enemy territory, he will stop producing that unit. However, you can also just march in like this and obliterate them. Damn, that feels good. Makes me feel like a big man. Also, it means that even if he amasses like a 3,000 stack army, I've got all I need to destroy them. Please keep moving on marches. That's a very important province to take. Since it's inland, it should be able to fall quite quickly. Get you together. It's a shame you differ in type. And the AI is not very intelligent about building mercs on occupied territory, so we have that going for us. Cumbria down. Let's keep the north under wraps, since it's good to be able to completely write off the north as an area that he's going to be making units in. Jake, you can take 2 ideas. Yeah, I could, couldn't I? But what do I want to take? I don't really want economic right now. What? What? Well, good job. What's my mission anyway? Take Meath. Can't worry too much about these things. Can worry slightly about the effect of my force limit, but what you gonna do? Jake, oh well, so much for that. Hey, you know who doesn't rise up? The Tyrones. But why? Seriously, why? Where the hell did my Tyrone nationalists go? Did Tyrone finally get it together? Just gonna stop any chance of having people rise up there. And here, the most exhilarating EU4 footage on Twitch tonight. How can one Scot shoulder 20 war exhaustion and bitter aggression against the English scum? The one light at the end of the tunnel in this strategy is that eventually some of your sieges will succeed and you'll have fewer areas that you have to worry about. Plus England will eventually go bankrupt, so I'll be bloody glad about that. What I'm not so happy about is that when I get high war score, I'm going to get call for peace. But you know what? Already got 20 war exhaustion, what are you going to do? That's pretty much my attitude to it all. Sooner or later, England is not going to have a navy. I'm really glad he's not raising troops in Cornwall, but he's avoiding raising troops in provinces that aren't of his culture. Also, it'd be really nice if the Welsh simply revolted. That's what I'm kind of banking on, but England doesn't quite have the war exhaustion for that. Bloody English. Your peasants, Jake? Ah, nothing to worry about. So this is why you shouldn't be scared about losing the combined arms penalty in some situations. The only losses I'm going to be getting are in the fire phase, and fire is too early right now. Whew. Thank goodness. Beginning to get worried. I also look forward to sacking my mercenaries. Now this is definitely not a strategy you can really use in multiplayer. Well, I'm glad I'm just playing single player here. That's right, nothing but relaxing babby nations on this stream. And always get the job done in one shot. Fairly certain I had stuff I actually wanted to talk about during this stream. But it's been all Scotland. Oh, bloody English. Right, this is actually an issue, so you take care of the Yorkshire ones as well, please. Stop that. Keep on going. The lovely thing is, as I drive up his war exhaustion, it's taking longer for him to recruit these units. Ah, thank goodness. And with this, we can put the squeeze on him further. Jake Dipcap. Very well caught, right before I hit it as well. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to just say nah to economic ideas. They were never any good anyway. Instead, we're going to go exploration. Because you know how much I love colonizing. Let's get that colonist, let's get that quest for the New World, and we'll see how it goes. Because frankly, taking ideas that would be useful is a bit too babby. I mean, I'm already playing a babby nation. Don't like the way that's going. You stop right there. You're already focusing on Cumbria, right? Good. And Wessex is a bit of a perennial problem, so maybe stomp down on that instead. At least manpower hasn't suffered in this. Maybe G has suffered, but not manpower. Okay, whatever next. I increase the likelihood of antagonizing the Welsh if I'm the one occupying their lands. But by doing that, military power is not an issue, but neither is prestige, frankly. If I focus on the Welsh areas, then that just leaves more work for these guys to do, so... Fitkinnaman D, as we say. At least if we have all of the south covered, you can just be happy-go-lucky down here. Jake, you imposter, show us what you've done with the real DDR, Jake. Yes, I make it no secret that I am not enamoured by the colonization mechanics of this game, however. Really, there's no however there, actually, it's just I don't like them. Maybe I have a plan. Probably not, but I might. Give me the benefit of the doubt here. Does anybody think that development thing in the next patch will actually let nations grow tall? Well, I have been playing with it. I think I've clocked about 100 hours playing with it now. So, they're pretty good. They are pretty damn good. Because you always have that dream that you want Ocel to be massively important in the world. Back in EU3, you could set somewhere as a centre of trade, and provided your mercantilism was strong, or you were part of a trade league, or, leader of the trade league, or something to that effect. Oh, you son of a gun. Son of a gun. In EU3, you could actually make whatever province you want particularly important by use of large centres of trade, because it was a big boost to base tax, and population was a metric back then. But now, well, take EU4 as it is right now. You, outside of events that you have little influence over, you can't really make the Ocel of your dreams. But with the development system, you can. Which feels pretty damn good when you don't want to expand. Bloody English. And part of the problem here is that I'm sieging so slowly, and I think a good chunk of that is my war exhaustion. Because my siege ability, yep, it's gone down the poop chute because of my my war exhaustion. Thankfully, it seems like he's recruiting regulars over there. Jeez, France, what were you thinking? Hey, France, how about some... No, you don't want military access from me. How cute, though, you're friendly towards me. Oh, sugar. That's a big bunch of money to not have anymore. You want to change your mind on that? Because I want you to change your mind on that. Is it because we're not married anymore? We can marry again. At the very least, we should be in a position that we can wrap up the rest of England relatively well enough. Oh my god. He's gunning for it. I mean, he's not going to make it, but at least he's trying. It's been a long time since I've had sieges go this slow. I mean, outside of the Theodoran or Gothic siege of Austria, that was painful. Oh, jeez. Jake, have you tried the new Protestantism or Buddhism? Sadly not. I've been focusing on other things. Are there things that have been talked about already? Probably better not take the risk. Don't want to be the wild card that doesn't play by the rules in Paradox, especially when I've only been there for like 2 months. Oh man, our money is pissing away. I think it's high time we fired you. I mean, you've been great, but you're costing me money that I don't have. Could probably bite back a little on the maintenance, since we are not actually battling, and we don't need to reinforce. But I need some of these sieges to fall really soon, and only 2 of them seem anywhere close to it. The biggest problem here is that I'm over the force limit, but there is not a single unit that I wish to disband right now. Damn. Change your mind, England. Oh, God. Whew. I mean, you made it, but that really hampered the siege here in a terrible way. What we can do is have you help out, and I can't afford this. Oh, thank goodness. Thank goodness. That little bit of money is more of a help than you could possibly imagine. Let's keep those sieges going. That's one more that I don't have to worry about, thankfully. You're going to join in the Lancashire fun time. Jake, why don't they use you to tease new games? Who knows, they might. I am just a tool after all. Alright, we got you together so we can... Hold on, how many do we have? Oh, that's rather nice, actually. Can just leave the 800. But I mean, why would we? Let's have the 800 do something else, like... prevent more coming up in Derby. London would sure be nice. I need those ducats, hombre. I need them bad. This is all getting very tiring. How about we just throw you down like this? And then just hope he doesn't recruit elsewhere. Marching into these provinces and getting that winter is a nasty side effect. Since I have to pay for their reinforcement, it's not much. But it's, oh wow, 0.92 when it could be not 0.92? Oh, 93, okay. Sure, whatever. Ah, but this isn't good now, he's just recruiting everywhere else. That doesn't do any favors at all. Jake sent 800 to Meath to stop him recruiting there ever. He'll probably stop me, but it is worth a try. Castile, I really, really miss those were, you know, the help that you used to send me back in the day. It's kind of costing me everything right now. And these guys are going to be recruited faster than I thought. Okay, shoot. I need them stopped. Yeah, he's going to stop me. He's going to stop me permanently. Because he might just move away. No! No! Oh, this is doki doki beyond belief. Just gotta destroy England. That's all I need. Also amazing, we made it to Meath. It's gonna stop rubbish like that from ever happening again, but part of me is thinking, if I'm just sending these guys, then why am I even sending all three at once? The other two should really just stick to marches in Oxfordshire and stop them as and when they come. Jake, I just joined the party. What was your opener? Well, we figured war exhaustion is just a number in this run. Scottish peasants will soon be rising up again, though, and that's troublesome for me. It's because they didn't get their recent revolt here in the Highlands, so it's dangerous when I desperately need the income, but I may have to increase autonomy there. Needs must. Hopefully it doesn't further reduce my force limit, because that would really harm me. Okay, that's nice. That's really nice. We got this, right? Just as soon as London falls, we'll have this. It'll fall any day now. Jake reliving the dreams of William Wallace. Yeah, more like the nightmares of William Wallace. Okay. I don't know how close England are to having a revolt here, but it's probably not that close. These are where all my claims are. I may as well, you know, claim them. We have call for peace, but you know what? We don't care. Why don't we care? Because we already have maximum war exhaustion. War exhaustion, truly just a something something. Can't get carried away though, can't forget these. You know, some people ask me, how do you do this? Sorry, how do you do this? If you hold shift, you can make waypoints to Yorkshire, to Gloucestershire, up to Cumbria. That's how you do it. Just hold shift. You know, Castile really is... What? High? They have high war enthusiasm? What the hell, man? Actually, if this keeps up, I'll give you Labourd so that you have reason to hate France. Just kidding, you're not getting Labourd. No way in hell you get Labourd. I have plenty that I need to... Castile made it. He made it. Thank you, Castile. You have no idea how much this means to me. Castile's net, well, the entire Iberian Alliance's net contribution to my fighting on the island: 1,000 infantry, 1,000 cavalry. Granted, that's twice as much as I threw in towards helping them with their revolts and their Portuguese battles. Well, tit for tat, I suppose. Please, London, it's been 1,000 days. So I got a confession, I really thought I was going to lose when the English defeated me in Fife. But in this game, you shouldn't give up hope. How much are we losing from those naval battles? Not all that much, that's good. Yeah, come to think of it, where is that battle? It'll be the Battle of... yeah, Fife. We were so close to winning that, but they reinforced the final stack, and I really thought my goose was cooked. If they had trapped me on the Western Islands, it well and truly would have been, but they didn't. And that's all that matters. You even got a breach on Meath. Man, we're gonna fulfill our mission sooner than I thought. I hope they call in Portugal again. No, their alliance is busted. Like the year 3000. Job well done. I'm going to need to save up all that dip for reducing war exhaustion. No loans. The only way to play. And God, if London would just bloomin' fall, we can get another 12 ducats. I say as I swiftly run out of ducat. If I get a bad event, then that'll be the end of the ducats. That's one thing that I do allow loans for. If you end up forced to take a loan due to a bad event, then I can't exactly go, oh, woe is me, RNG forced me into a loan. Peasants in the Western Isles actually can't be dealt with. Goodbye, Prestige. I knew you well. One, two, three of our sieges are actually going well. But our finances are not. We can only hold out for about 5 more. Yes! Alright, who goes down next? I rather think it's Essex, since it's wealthy. Need those ducats. Another thought is that I could throw you two onto Derby so that we actually have progress going there. Probably a good idea, so we'll do it. And I don't just think it's a good idea because I thought of it. It's just a glorious side effect. Fudging finally. Sorry, Mr. Man-at-Arms. I can't afford you. Yes. Actually, I have all the war score I need to take whatever I want. I'm going to want Meath. 17. 28. 38. 47. 57. 67. 60. Okay, I can take a ton of land for England. Are not coming out of this without a thoroughly spanked bottom. Just kind of mean I need to throw myself onto Glamorgan. I also love how my Scottish general just refuses to die because he absolutely must see the end of the English. Since the English still have their fleet, I might be able to make them bankrupt, and that would be glorious. The gift that just keeps on giving. You're only there to stop recruitment in Lincoln. You're going down there to take care of Glamorgan. Holy smokes. England are still hanging on to their navy. What an English thing to do, and they still only have 5 loans. But now I finally have a bit of income in the English Channel. Staggering 9% of it. But I'm not knocking that, it gives me more than the bloomin' North Sea does. Yeah, I know Cornwall is recruiting, but they're not ready for a few months. Take Cornwall so you can claim Brittany. That's actually a fairly good idea, but Cornwall is not my claim. And like I said, Brittany will put me at odds with France. However, I shouldn't be afraid of that with the Iberian Mega Alliance on my side. Yeah, Cornwall does seem like a good idea. Maybe I can take Cornwall but release them as a vassal. Might seem a little redundant to have Cornwall and Wales on my side, but the less land I directly control with 20 war enthusiasm, 20 war exhaustion, the better. Alternatively, if I release Cornwall in the peace deal, I could probably vassalize them peacefully.